I'm currently in Somaliland during this episode, but I'm also here for the guys. Go.
We're still looking at all of us.
That was a joke. Oh, we'll start like that?
I mean, if you, hey, how you guys doing? My name is Nice. Welcome to another episode of Sheeko Presents Switching Gears.
Gears.
Now, these are my illustrious co-hosts. I got my boy AB.
The boy AB back in the building. We're here. Another episode with my boys.
And of course, I got my other boy ATL.
I need to max.
Yeah, stop it.
I'm going to see how long
Enough.
How many weeks in a row you can keep doing this shit?
Enough. Just win, for God's sake.
I need to max a lose.
Just whatever.
I wanted to cop the hat, but I don't look like a loser. You know what I mean?
I respect it. I respect it. So, today's Valentine's Day. So, happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine is coming. Where's your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely. Valentine's is coming. Where's your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely.
As you can see, the man are excited for Valentine's Day.
I mean, I'm not. I just listen. I'm just one of
Day.
those guys. I hear a sick tune. I'm just involved.
Yeah,
but
I thought we got you.
I
thought we got you out of that insult culture. Why are you hating on
listen,
love?
man. I'm not an insult. I love love. That's not the concept that we're talking about. But me personally, I'm not a huge fan of Valentine's Day.
What?
I'll tell you why.
My goal is to save you from the insults. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I appreciate
By
that.
the end of the season, you'll be a real khaddaf.
Don't save me. I don't want to be saved.
Don't save me.
Put that to the side.
Go ahead.
I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day personally, is because I feel like it's been super
Commercialized,
trivialized, right?
Yeah, it's commercialized.
It's like Christmas for horny people.
That's a really nasty.
take.
I
That's a
have
nasty take.
never heard that
before.
in my life.
I stand by
You
it.
just went
people.
left, brother.
I stand by it. I think it's gross. What do you guys think?
I'm sort of indifferent on the holiday.
That's fair.
The only reason that I would partake is even if the person I'm dating at the time doesn't prioritize the holiday or super romanticize the holiday, because love is love. You don't choose one day to love your significant other. I just do it because sort of to protect myself, to be honest. It's kind of stupid.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, and let me elaborate. What I mean by that is, it's like I don't want the person that I love to feel or question.
Underappreciated?
Yeah, the love that I have for them when they see people walking down the street. Because on Valentine's Day, you're gonna see a lot of men coming home from work with a bouquet of flowers, chocolate, and
a lot of posts on social media.
A lot of posts, and some guys going above and beyond, and the women posting it on social media and etc. I don't want the person I love to feel left out on that one day, even though obviously you show your love through whatever time you spend with the person and whatever. So I just do it just so they don't feel like they don't feel underappreciated.
What do you think, Adel?
I used to not like it a lot.
That was fucking terrible. Don't
Growing
ever
up.
do that shit again.
Mind your business. Go on.
I used to tell people my name's Alif Ta'lam back in the day.
Alif Ta'lam. The flip out of here.
Yeah, and I used to not like it back in the day because it was commercialized and it's like we're all getting a cue when to be romantic, which I don't like. And I also didn't like the fact that I felt like I had to do it. You kind of are pressured to do it in a sense.
It's like an obligation.
Yeah, and I felt I had all these opinions and theories and feelings and hesitations and I don't know until you get a shorty you really love. And then I like Valentine's Day all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So me, I love Valentine's Day. Do I like to be told when to get flowers? No, not necessarily, I'm not gonna lie to you. But any reason to an excuse
Do you like
to
being
love?
told what chocolates to get and which chocolates aren't good?
I don't get chocolates.
No?
I'm lactose.
I ain't gonna lie. Ferrero Rocher is the sexiest chocolate.
Yeah, it is
known
still.
to men.
It is. I rock with it. No, but I like Valentine's Day. Yeah.
All right, cool.
But I didn't back in the day.
Like what you would call that?
Growth. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there's a lot we got to cover today. First off, there's a video that I want to show the man that I saw on TikTok.
Fiction or something like that?
Romance. Just the husband being romantic. It wouldn't hurt you. Like, I know some women who literally have never received not one flower from their husband.
Can I
Yes.
just add?
Literally, some women are like suffering. I've had DMs and I'm shocked by
Wow.
it.
Can I add on to that? Because I think it's a priority issue. I think that most men just think that if they're providing financially, then everything else is not really important. But if you look at female nature, we are attention seekers. We like attention. We like our man. You know, sometimes, yeah, exactly. Sometimes we just call for no reason just to hear that we gain attention and, you know, the guy's putting us as a priority. I just, on the way up here now, met an uncle, Francis, I think his name was, really good guy, and he's 62, and he was giving me some information about how the younger guys are failing at their marriages because they're working too much. And he said a lot of the wives are saying, you're never home, I need help with the kids, I just want to sit down with you, I just want to talk. And a lot of them are saying, well, why are you complaining? I'm working. Yeah. And that's why I say it's a priority issue. And that's why in the beginning I said, a good man, in my opinion, a good husband is when he shows up when he needs to. In practical sense, like the theory, you can say he needs to be doing this Islamically and stuff like that. But in practical, when it comes to the experience, a lot of the guys are not showing up. True. The wives are complaining.
True. Okay.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I like that. There's a lot to unpack.
That was, in a word, much.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I never like to give... This is because I really fucked up. Holy. I was about to say, I don't like to give much women online attention. That's only because, at the end of the day, I make more than you. I don't care what you really think, right? I'm joking.
Guys, he's a comedian.
I'm joking. I feel like we have to stress that every episode. Guys, I tell jokes.
He's just joking.
I promise.
Sometimes.
I go up on stage, and all the misogynists and the misandrists love it. That being said, that being said, all jokes aside, I don't really pay attention to these things because it's not really
social media, Twitter.
It's not really my stuff,
people complain about relationships and stuff.
But I thought this was, relatively insightful because she's just saying straight up, girls like attention.
Yeah. She talk about the nature of women.
Yeah, which is crazy because if I was to say that, I feel like, it would get really nasty. And I guess that's obviously because people say you're a man, don't be speaking on women's business or whatever, what have you. But I want to know, what did you guys think about that? We'll start with AB.
I find it kind of sad that there are people who are, or women that are married and they never received a single flower. And
that's wild.
Is flowers really that deep? Ferrero does the trick for some people.
There's two.
I think it's a representation of the gesture.
But flowers die.
Flowers.
They die.
Yeah, but
if you digest my love like a Ferrero, you'll enjoy it forever.
It can be forever for you. It's a gesture, fam.
A flower is a symbol of love. Same way for you, I guess Ferrero shares a symbol of love.
You know me, I'm not a man person. Like me and Ferrero.
But that's how you consume your love.
I was looking at his lips, is serious.
Literally, that's how he consumes his love.
Yeah. Consumes that, Ferrero.
Yo, that's fucked. Oh my God.
So,
go ahead.
Yeah.
And if you did date somebody who never gave you flowers the entire time, what was it that made you marry this person? Was it the hope of them changing her, or
maybe people show love in different ways? Flowers are not the end all.
Some people, according to the story short, so you don't get to see all of that. People do strictly halal mahram things.
I do want to add one thing. I know flowers is not the focal point of the conversation.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not flowers is just symbolic of what it is, right? It's just a symbol of what it is. I think it's just obviously the affection and the token of you're thinking about me.
Yeah.
I think the token is what's more important. You could give a girl a dirty wife blesser and be like, oh, here, I was working out in this and I thought about you while I was working out.
A wife blesser is a tank top for those...
Come on, they know. Big 2024, we don't beat women. Wife blessers.
Wife blessers, yeah.
We bless them. That being said, I think personally, if you were to wear that in the gym, work out, thinking about her, I'm getting good looking for her. And you give it to her, now granted, it's going to smell, but I think she'll be able to smell the love off of it. It's called pheromones.
This guy is killing me, bro.
It's called pheromones. Look it up. It's a real thing.
They also talked about men being overworked. Well, not overworked. Men
working so much.
Yeah, prioritizing the work, I guess.
I think
that's an indictment on capitalism. That's a whole different conversation. I'm not going to go too far into. No, people don't have time for hobbies anymore.
It's the time we're living in.
I will say people don't get to see the side of you.
The cost.
They don't get to see the side of you that's very costly and very cost efficient. They don't get to see the side. You guys have never seen Frugal ATL, eh? You guys have never seen this. I've
been wearing this hat for 6 episodes. You don't know I'm frugal by now.
Don't worry, same here, bro. I'm
not gonna lie. I have 4 black do-rags. I'm not matching you guys. I'm not.
No, but it's not. Yeah, it's an indictment on capitalism, overwork, blah blah. We can get into that.
It's just the times.
But it's a prioritization. So people can feel and people know when you're, you have to work. But it's also the feeling of just not feeling like you're being prioritized. Obviously, I think there was a TikTok I saw a long time ago. The concept of just look at the bird, So you're driving, you're with your girl in the car, and maybe she'll see a bird. So, wow, look at that balloon, or look at the hot air balloon, look at that mountain, or look at that bird. And it's such a small moment. And the moment represents a lot, of just I'm really enthralled with this thing that's happening, or this very beautiful scene, and you kind of brush it off and go, I see it, okay, cool. And that feels very
dismissive.
Very dismissive. And I feel like a combination, like a buildup of those moments is what builds the resentment and what builds feeling like this of like not feeling prioritized, not having no gestures, not feeling any love. Because flowers are not expensive. A lot of these things aren't expensive, but it's just look at the bird. You know, like that's a blue. Oh, the blue's your favorite color. Oh, is that the bird that you talked to? Yeah. So that's how I feel about that.
And I also feel like it's tough because the time we're in calls for you to. A lot of guys work 100 hours to handle their business at home, and it's like sometimes when you do work those jobs and you do those things and you work hard to get your money. A lot of times the important aspect of what it means that we're living for kind of like slides through the cracks, and it's tough to balance both. And I feel like a lot of guys maybe are struggling with like understanding the importance of, because there is the saying, you make time for the things that you love, the people that you love.
That's true.
And although we don't have much time, your significant other, doesn't matter who, it can be male or female. They want to feel loved and appreciated from time to time.
Yeah,
you know, it's like it's not necessarily a check-in. It shouldn't be like sort of like planned, but like every now and then, it's you want to feel appreciated. You know.
What she said that I really liked, that was really interesting, and I know this for a fact because I had the similar thought about the older generation, is that a lot of men feel like as long as they fulfill their duties financially and they hold it down, which is very difficult. There's nothing to laugh at. So
the job's done.
Yeah. I rate everybody who does that. I rate men who do that. But they feel like that's enough. That's all it takes to maintain a healthy relationship and to maintain love. And they're falling short in their relationship. And they're not.
Because they're absent.
Yeah, they're absent.
Yeah.
I think it all boils down to you have to meet people where they're at. There are some girls who really care about these things, whether it be flowers, whether it be chocolate, whether it be looking at the bird, whatever it is. You got to meet people where
Everyone
they're
cares about that. Watching the show, trying the food, trying the drink,
You just
going for a walk.
You got to meet people where they're at. Right?
Giving a massage. You know what I mean?
You got to meet people where they're at.
Yeah.
Which I think made me think about something else, right? I thought about it where it's like, are we now in a place where it's getting easier to meet people? Is it getting easier to find a partner?
Or harder.
Or is it harder? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's harder.
I think it's a lot harder as well.
I disagree.
I think it's harder for the reason
Okay, go ahead.
that I didn't have this problem before, but
Well, you never have problems, huh?
All these has no problem.
That's okay. No,
you didn't even let me land. What did I tell you? About?
Okay,
you
yeah.
done?
Okay, shake it.
Let me land, bro.
Go.
So, I spent most of my young adult life in a very long relationship. So I never really got to experience the idea of what it's like, and to sort of just be single and see. And then when you are single, it's like it's two different things. Like when you spend all that that time where everybody's learning themselves and etc.
Locked up
in a relationship. No, it's actually I prefer it.
Oh, really?
Because now when you do become single, and
you know what you want?
you go through your own thing and you know what you want, it's like you meet so many wonderful people, and now you're navigating like, okay, I meet this person, and then I'll meet this person, and then you get caught in that cycle now of meeting people, and everybody's amazing in their own right? It's a unique experience.
Yeah. I was gonna say my answer was gonna be I agree with you. I was gonna say it's easier. No, it's harder because it's easier.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to say. So I was gonna say it's harder because it's easier. So you have access to way more women now, and men.
Social media.
Women have access to so much men.
Yeah.
Social media. You go to bigger schools, live in bigger communities. It's easier to travel. Easier to meet people. Everyone can introduce you to everybody. It's just there's too much going on. I call it like it's like analysis paralysis. You're like I have so many options. I don't know who to pick, where to go. Yeah. So it's shaky because, and then on top of that, we're living a Western life. We're brought up and raised in the West. And there's a lot of other distractions that previous generations didn't have. So everything's more attainable. This is not, no one knows. Everything's more attainable.
Social media.
People are more attainable. Social media are attainable. Everyone feels close to you. Even if they don't, I'm not close to me. Someone could be live on the other side of the country. But they feel like I know them, or they're just one little flight away, or I have someone who lives near them. They can come to me, I can go to them. Everything's so easy and so quick. And so it's harder, but not literally. It's harder psychologically because it's literally easier, technically.
It made long distance relationships
easier
and more possible.
Easier, but it's our choices are harder.
Yeah.
You know what they say? The most suicides of character happen on Valentine's Day. That being said,
Or Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
Now, that being said, why do you think right now, because obviously we're talking about, and what did you say, analysis paralysis?
Yeah, fine.
I like that. Do you think now, like marriage, because obviously, relationships do most of the time lead to these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a priority anymore? And why are we seeing such a large population of people decide that they don't want to do this whole marriage thing? Do you think it's because they're sticking to that, there's bare options out there for me?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because, now mind you, there's a thing that some guys say where they're like, marriage offers nothing for men. You get married to a woman, if you guys get divorced, she gets your kids, she gets your money, all of the things, right? I want to know, is marriage a priority, you think, still in society? And if it isn't, or whatever opinion you may have, why are we seeing more and more people or less and less people get married? Is it a money thing? Is it a choices thing? What do you
It's
guys
a
think?
money thing. We live in Canada, so it's a money thing for us.
Facts.
I think it depends on your ethnic background.
No, period. It's a money thing here.
It's period a money thing
here
first.
it's
It's a money
No, I mean,
thing
like,
first.
Cool, that's the one. But let's get it out the way.
Yeah.
We all agree we live in Canada or live in a big city. It's a money thing for everybody to an extent. Like, you can't get married at 19 anymore.
It's a big rich
It's very
town.
little shaky.
It's impossible
Yeah, but even if you want to.
unless you have a cosign.
Yeah.
We come from the poorest part.
So let's get money out the way. Money's obviously an issue. Again, it goes back to the capitalism thing I was talking about. Like, it's much harder to live. Life is not.
One day I want to talk to Finance ATL. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
have him on the
man.
podcast. Finance ATL's a
We're
guy.
going to be here for a long time.
I can't wait.
Yeah, the money's obviously a huge deciding factor. But let's not, like, that. Everyone knows that. So what's next after that?
I think it's an ethnic thing because he asked, "Is it a priority?" Because I say
It's coming. I think another way to look at the question is: do you think people are preparing to get married?
no,
Yeah.
no,
Are people preparing to get married?
no.
And you know what? I don't want to be that guy.
Do it.
It's the man I'm not preparing to get married.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Because women are
This
raised
has
and
been
groomed.
switching gears, guys.
No, man, it's true, man. Women have been raised
We will
and
not
groomed.
blame men on any podcast I'm on.
We will blame men when it's necessary.
Fair enough.
Like a quickie folder.
No, lie.
Yeah, you have a point.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
facts.
riding for niggas. I'm not.
No, but like, and you shouldn't. No, I'm joking. So women have been raised and groomed to be wives their whole life.
Wouldn't you say they've been brided to be wives?
I like that.
You can't be groomed if you're a woman.
Oh, I like that.
Deep thinking, deep thought.
Okay. So it's English major in him. I like that, like a poet. No, so they've been brided to be wives their whole life, and the man in a lot of cases have been. I don't want to say over coddled. I don't want to like talk down to us too much. A lot of people, men have been coddled.
I feel like some of us just haven't been like well enough prepared. It's not
just
necessarily
well enough.
coddling,
No,
but yeah.
a lot of us have been coddled.
I feel like there's two ways to look at it because I do feel like a lot of men aren't ready, and
But
they're
why
not
is
prepared.
that? Women are
whatever the struggle is, and then the guys that are ready, they've worked so hard on themselves that I feel like they're not too quick to want to share that all the hard work with somebody, you know. Because it's easy when you grow with somebody. Like you meet somebody when you're young, you grow together, and now when you're whatever form of success you were chasing, you've attained it, you can share it with that person because you know what, you were here when I ain't have shit. But it's like now when you have everything that you wanted.
But you're talking about the guys who are
Yeah, I'm talking about both sides.
are prepared.
Yeah, the guys that are prepared.
I'm talking about the overwhelming men who aren't prepared. Why aren't they prepared?
They're just not. There's many reasons.
I think because they have false misconceptions of what marriage means.
Okay, go on. That's a good point.
Because like a lot of niggas like they get married and they think their wives. Some of them is fucked up. I don't know if it's an Oedipus thing, but they think their wives take over the place of their mothers.
Mothers, yeah.
Which is fucked. Like my mother looks like me. I don't want anybody like her. I need a baddie.
You know, without before I seen your mom, I knew you look like your mom.
Yeah, because you've seen her.
He has to.
But you've seen her. Does she not look like a lot like me?
Yeah.
Oh
Mashallah.
my god.
I
Listen,
assume so because you have softer features.
That's what I meant.
I do have. Listen, I've been told I have delicate features. Let's put that to the side.
That's what I thought.
That being said, any man
go
who finds
ahead.
my mom attractive, you're gay.
That's weird.
Why
man.
you're gay?
Which there's nothing wrong with.
Yeah, that's the circle that you run. But that being said, I'm just saying, if you find my mom attractive, that means you find me attractive. Go get help.
That's weird. There's a lot of siblings who are both attractive that are
You know,
men and
it's
women.
crazy. My eldest looks just like me. I swear to God, she looks just like me. I'm not gonna post a picture of her, but I love you, sis. But
I know your point, yeah.
No, but let me line. Sorry. Yeah, it's like a weird thing where men are like replacing their mothers with these
yeah.
women, and like they sort of expect her to like fill the role of them. Like,
Well, there's overlapping.
but there is
roles,
overlapping
obviously,
cover.
yeah.
Like obviously, like if I'm married, I would want you to make food. Like I would want you to like cook for the man and here and there.
And there's overlapping roles for men and women's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like like there's enough.
Depending on if you prescribe
cover and switching,
to
yeah,
generic
you know
gender roles and all that stuff.
We patch holes over here.
Yeah,
We just
yeah.
patch whatever needs to be patched,
Yeah.
right? Now, a guy like me, I think why I'm not married, obviously minus funds, minus capitalism, minus me being a bitch, all the things that hold me back. I think what really holds me back is that I don't know if I'm fully ready to be everything that a woman needs.
That's good self-awareness.
No, but like the fact that I've been getting there, and obviously, you know,
A lot of people, when they're not married, it's because of other people.
no.
That's kind of the rationale they use to make themselves
I
feel
want
better.
you to elaborate on that, but I also want to hear what he has to
Yeah,
say.
there's
Well, no,
other
I was gonna
people.
say like that's where I was originally.
But
right?
for
Where I
him,
was
he's
yo,
saying
I
it's
wasn't
like,
I
it's
wasn't.
him.
I was.
Okay.
It was more me.
Okay.
Whereas now I look at it like I've had time to grow and I've
Mm-hmm.
had time to think and I've had time to ponder. I'm not gonna lie. Now it's strictly a bread thing because I feel like mentally I'm there.
Yeah.
I feel like mentally I am ready. It's all about getting my money up and I'm a funny up.
Yeah, oh gosh.
And hey,
I never see it coming when he does it, man.
Hey, come on, man.
Creeps
Listen,
me
you
the
got,
fuck-
listen.
Wallah, it creeps me the fuck out when you do it, and it's not called for.
You have to, man. I'm getting better at it.
Allah he is.
You
Yeah,
are,
am I not
and
getting
that's
better?
the sad thing about it.
You sound like Simba in the Elephant Forest, so and it's good.
First of all, shut the hell up. Stop. We're gonna talk about that in the movie episode. Shut up. But that being said,
but I want like
Yeah,
unpack-
I'll let you-
unpack
I'll let you
what
A lot of
answer.
people, when they get
Next.
married or they're not married, like it's just human nature. You don't want to be the problem. You don't want to be the reason why you aren't succeeding.
Yeah.
So it's everyone else's fault. Past relationships' fault. Men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. Women, how they are nowadays, are terrible. The way men are nowadays, which there's truth. There's a kernel of truth in all these things.
in all of these
Yeah,
popcorn
but
fields.
a lot of the time it's just you. If we're keeping it in the buck.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, yeah, that's what it is. Not to say that people aren't victims and are screwed over. There are some people who are completely victim to horrible
who were
situations.
deceived and
Facts.
Yeah, who
things
are deceived,
happened.
who were led on, who
Led
are like
astray,
yeah.
run amok, bamboozled,
yeah,
hoodwinked.
Yeah, there's a lot of we've heard countless stories, and we have it in the Curious Cat of people talking about having dating this guy. This is how many times you heard that? I've been dating this guy 7, 8 years, 9 years, 5 years, 6 years,
and he just disappeared.
and it just fizzled out.
Yeah.
Like he just wasn't. He
He
wasn't
just
really
checked
about
out.
it.
Yeah.
So
And when you ask them guys, they'll be like, "Oh, you know, I couldn't do it." And again, it all circles back to bread.
yeah. But
But
a lot of times,
maybe not
you know,
necessarily bread, but the aspect of being ready, like you were saying earlier.
Well, you know, some guys don't have that self-realization, but the ones who do, me, I told you right now, me, the only thing holding me back is bread. Mentally, I'm there, I'm involved. But speaking of, have you guys heard of this thing called the 80-20 rule?
I heard about it like in the sense of work. I don't know. I think it was 20% of people get 80% of the work done. So if there's a project of
Have you heard about it in marriage, though?
no, like if there's
In
10 people,
relationships.
2
So
of
I
them
know
do
you're talking
80%
about. I
of
know
the
what you're
work.
talking about. I know what you're talking about. So in relationships, the 80-20 rule is the idea, or like it's a concept where when you're dating somebody and they check off,
I think I know Michelle.
they check off
I know.
80% of the things that you need. But as human nature, we all want what we can't have, and we desire it.
Yeah, that's
You
facts.
know what I mean? So with that being the situation, it's like now you see a woman or you see a guy that has the 20% that you're missing, and let's be honest,
And it's usually
you desire it. Yeah.
no, but because the fact that a lot of the cases, if you're in a happy marriage, the 80% that you have is the 80% that matters.
Yeah.
20% is something frivolous, like
Yeah.
Her eyelashes don't curl.
yeah, like
That's some stupid.
some. It's not stupid, but it's
She's
like
flat-footed,
It's
like-
negligible. Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't have to be superficial, but it can be. It can be.
She has
It can be
scoliosis.
whatever. It
You
can
You
be.
should tell your brothers about the 80-20 rule. The what? The 80-20 rule. In most cases, in marriage, you're only going to get 80% of what you need. That's it. No more, no less. Most times, 80%. Now, here comes this woman offering 20%. Now, 20% looks real good when you ain't getting it. But the problem is you're going to leave 80 thinking you're getting something better, and you end up with 20.
That makes perfect sense to me.
The 80-20 rule is never trick yourself out of position. First of all,
Okay.
never lose out on 80% for the 20 that you're missing, and always because it's very easy to take things for granted. So the 80-20 rule is giving you perspective on how a lot of people lose out on 80% of what they have, trade it in for the 20 and realize, damn,
Chips don't
I
cash
just
in.
lost 80.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I lost a lot of things that
There's a man
I
out there
took
who
for
did the
granted.
20-80 rule. He had 20% left for the 80.
Yeah.
Facts.
That happens.
Yeah, that happens.
Nice.
Kudos to you if you did that, by the way.
Kudos to you. But
You
don't
did a
do that.
lick.
No, I rate it. My whole thing is I look at it where it is sort of a grass is greener thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
nobody tells you that the grass is greener where you water it. Nobody tells you that.
Bars.
And switching gears will tell you that.
Arborists would say it.
Huh?
Arborists.
You know, as an enthusiast of shrubbery, I'll tell you that. But no, wallahi, the grass is greener where you water it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're there taking care of your grass, mending to it, cutting it, maintaining it through the harsh winters, when the grass is done up, you can't leave. Like, listen, grass gets all patchy and stuff in the winter, you can't leave. That means if your wife is bald and balding, if your husband's balding, if he's getting a little tire around the gut, you know, if she's, you know, gaining a little... Listen, ladies, I can relate because I have that elbow fat too. So I understand. But listen, guys and girls, don't leave the people that when they start getting a little wonky. The grass is always greener where you water it. That being said, I know a lot of guys and girls who are with people that they like.
And thems.
But whatever. They're with people that they like, but they don't necessarily love. Now, let me ask you guys something.
Yeah, that sucks.
Do you need to be in love to marry somebody?
To marry them?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You're throwing him to the wolves. I don't appreciate
Okay,
that.
I'll go first.
Yes,
I don't
yes and
appreciate
no.
that.
I think no. I think no, period.
You don't need to be. Yeah.
I think yes, bro.
You
Yes
have
and
to be
no.
in love with them?
I have to.
Have
bro.
to?
I have to.
No, not you.
Me nice, I have to. Need love.
No, I'm not talking about you. Do you think that
Love,
people
love.
can have married, have successful
There's a
marriage?
difference. There's a difference between being in love with someone and loving somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Okay, so to rephrase it, for people maybe not. For nice, yes.
you have
Oh,
to be
I just
in
came
love.
back
I
from
have
a,
to.
I just came back from a very beautiful arranged marriage wedding, and it happens. It is what it is.
Listen, I need something that I picked out for me. Like this picked it out for me. Nobody forced it on me.
No, you have to.
You know what I mean?
There is
Like,
other has to. Like you have
It
to
doesn't
be
have
a
to be
certain level of
forced.
attractiveness.
Bro, listen, I don't care what you guys say.
Mm-hmm.
You need it. It doesn't have to, like, obviously, we all are firm believers, not just as men, but as realists.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as this foofy love crap. All of that, you know, "Mwah, mwah, I love you" stuff, it fades. What stays is the, oh my God, you're sick today. Okay, I'll go get you some soup. What stays is, yo, you know,
Soup all day, soup.
I don't even like soup. That's the funny part. I don't
It's
even
a
like
soup
soup.
guy, cousin.
I'm more of a chowder person. But that being said, it's more of like a,
I've never had chowder.
you know, my kids, you know, the kids are, you know, at daycare and I'm tired. I'm gonna go get them.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a, yo, my feet hurt from doing
You wanna laugh?
all these
But
miscellaneous
that comes from
activities.
love, right?
Yeah, he's reaffirming
what
his love language.
Acts of
Service.
service.
Yo, I need you guys.
Yeah, you're saying it though.
Hey, Fab, you are.
My body?
He's saying it though.
My
My
body?
choice.
Get off it.
But I'm sure if we served it, you allow us.
Get off it.
100%.
Get off it. The way I'm wearing this.
So if
off
someone
my
gave you
body.
like a bowl of clam chowder, make you a toast girl or something?
First of all, who the
Clam chowder's tis.
clam chowder is nuts.
I don't
That's
know what
nuts.
other chowders. I never heard of a chowder in my life. Have you had a chowder?
Yeah, no, watch
Yeah,
this, watch
like
this.
Tim Hortons,
No,
my
watch
bad.
this. You ever heard of gazpacho?
No. I'm stumped.
Go get your stuff up, man. Anyway,
No, I think that you have to be in love, fam. No, you don't have to be in love.
I do.
No,
That's
not
for
at
me.
all.
That's my
No, I don't
truth.
think
I
it's
have to.
Bro, I've seen a lot of successful arranged marriages. That's
Name
not
one.
to say I'm not gonna name
Well, no, I mean, like people we don't know.
I'm not
He
gonna
didn't
name
name-
them,
he
fam.
didn't name
I'll do
them.
that thing.
I'll name one.
Who?
Oh, you call my bluff.
No, I think there's a lot of arranged marriages. When I say arranged, I don't mean like,
Never met each other.
yo,
don't
your
know each
name's
other from-
Mohammed, her name is Halima, and it's like, and that's it. Obviously, they get to know each other. They talk. If you're doing it even the most halal way, they still have conversations, talk to each other. They have to have
A little bit of a
the
dialogue.
interests online. They have they have to be able to click. They have to find each other relatively attractive. All these things matter. Obviously, I'm not
Keyword
saying.
here is relatively.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to find them the most attractive. Keep it a stack.
I mean, listen. Nobody finds anybody the, you know, apple
they
on my
do, yeah,
eye.
they do,
I mean,
they
except me because I'm a lover, right? But other people don't do.
But I
that.
don't think you need to be in love. I think a lot of other things need to happen, need to perk. But I don't think you need to be in love at all.
I chemically need to be there, bro. That's me. Like I need to chemically be involved.
I don't know.
Like you gotta connect with me. Like you
And I have a
gotta
different-
see. You gotta see me for who I am, bro.
And I see it from, it's actually pretty funny. I see it from both sides. Because when I answered, I said yes and no. Because I
So
believe...
you're by love.
No, I'm not by love. I'm a lover. I love love. But I don't know. I think if
You're
I
queer.
like you... If
You're queer love.
I could tell... I'm not a confused lover.
Huh?
If you ask me, I'm not a confused lover. These guys kill me. These are my friends, guys.
For him, the L stands for love.
Oh,
But
You're lesbian.
oh my, a lesbian.
No, I'm saying love is love type shit. Yeah.
You alright now?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so he's gonna be okay. So for me, it's a yes or no thing because I feel like I can see myself marrying somebody that I like because I firmly believe it's a cultural and religious thing.
Yeah.
And I believe when Allah says, if you marry someone for the sake of Allah, He promises that the love will grow, the love will be there. And I also can see where a nice saying, it's difficult to plan a future mentally because of, I guess, the way we're programmed in this Western world to like see yourself being with someone for the rest of your life, which is pretty daunting.
These guys live in Film Hindi.
You know what I mean?
I'm not, bro. Listen, I'm living like Sada baby. Do you believe in my dreams like Coretta, bitch? Because if you don't, we're not going anywhere. Get out of here, man.
And being with somebody that for the rest of your life and you don't love them, or
I don't say you don't have to ever love them.
not being in love with
that would
them.
be a hard stance for you to take.
No, that's not a stance I would take at all.
Okay.
But you can get married to someone you don't love, and then I think you have to love them at some point for it to be successful. Or it could be a loveless marriage, but that's...
A lot of Somali mothers living like that. But they did it for
love looks different. Love looks different for them.
Bro, it's not real. Whatever they have, I mean, it's real, but it's not. How many Somali moms you know who actually like love their husbands?
The ones who make bed in the morning.
Yeah, but she makes better.
Yeah.
So acts of service is my thing, but better doesn't count into that, right?
I'm act service too. I'm not fighting it though.
I'm acts of service. Yeah, you're fighting.
Yeah, you're fighting.
No, because I'm not gonna lie. It makes me sound nasty. I don't like that.
Acts
You're
of-
basically implying that I indulge your things. Like I don't like that.
Join the gang, lesbian.
No, I'm good. I'm so lovecraft. I'm
It's
blessed.
our handshake. It's a handshake.
I'm so blessed.
Lover.
Blessed.
love or love. Anyways,
That being said, you guys are out here talking about like what love looks like to me. Since niggas want to psychoanalyze me every week, it's nice as this, nice as that. Yo, stop. You guys couldn't perceive me on your best day.
Let me sick to my stomach.
You guys know.
made me sick to my stomach.
You
fam.
guys are puddles. Me, I'm the ocean. One easy.
See, I was happy that we didn't talk about your size this episode, and I don't like that you brought it up.
Okay, I apologize. Okay. That being said,
And that was crazy, brother.
I stand by it.
You know, what you said right now is a wild
It takes a
statement.
real lesbian.
Pause.
Real guy.
Pause.
See. That being said, what does love look like to you guys? Are you guys both under that acts of service thing?
Yeah.
Are you asking us for our love language?
I don't know what that is.
It changes.
Talk to me like I'm a hoodlum. I don't know what that means.
It's a way that you like to be loved.
Okay.
I don't believe that you know
And-
that.
and
is.
it-
No, I promise you, I don't have as much
So
knowledge.
I don't know
as
who developed
today.
that. I don't know where it came from. It was like a very
It's a
big internet
classification
fad.
of the types of love.
Yeah, it's classification. But I mean, it's just someone. I don't know where it came from. I don't-
Chapman wrote a book with a simple premise that has really resonated with a lot of people. It's called The 5 Love Languages, and I like it because it's a very simple way to improve your relationships. It's not about psychoanalyzing or complicated techniques. It's about just learning to love your spouse in the way they like to be loved.
And it's not
reading about
permanent
it
either.
back in the
brother.
day.
By the way, it's not permanent either. It changes
Yeah,
based
okay,
on.
this guy's well informed. Go ahead,
based on-
you bring it up first.
Trust me.
There's 5
I
love
don't
languages.
know why.
So act of service we've covered. Words of affirmation.
I like that.
Yeah. Words of affirmation. I also like that.
I like that.
Physical touch, and I don't remember the
Physical
rest.
touch.
not so much.
Buying gifts.
Gift giving
Gift giving.
or receiving gifts. Is that?
Gift giving. Or you could also want to receive gifts. I don't know the next one. How do I not know the next one?
It's a stupid one. That's why.
Quality time.
Oh no, that's not a stupid one. Mod,
Keep it in!
mod.
Keep it.
I was wrong.
If you ever get married, he thinks it's stupid.
I know. That's a really important one.
Yeah, you're cut.
It's funny thing. Most
You're
women,
never beating
it's quality
allegations.
time.
Huh?
For most women, it's quality time.
I love quality time too, bro.
Yeah, so much so you thought I was stupid.
Look at
That's
you.
the love's being in you, eh?
This guy, bro. You're a
So
flamingo.
love's
One leg,
beating you.
wallah. One leg.
Anyways,
But the people like to.
you don't even know if you love yourself. Read it.
Yo, you know what? Okay, let's do. You know what? Let's do love languages.
Okay.
Okay, no. So you love act of service.
Listen, again, I'm sick and
What do you
tired
like?
of you guys.
Name your
fixing-
three. Name your three.
You like act of service and words of affirmation.
Yeah, I do like words of
Yeah.
affirmation because I like being told that
You want
I'm
someone to
pretty.
talk to you nice and bring you some soup that you don't like.
No, again, the soup propaganda needs to stop.
Propaganda. You know
Propaganda. Stop it.
Okay, go ahead.
Me is nice. I like being told that I'm pretty.
Okay.
That's one thing, right?
Okay.
Because I don't get it enough.
But being lied to is not a love language.
So
No, it's not.
words of affirmation for nice?
I am pretty though. Don't do
we
that.
should go.
Words of affirmation.
I like words of affirmation.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of physical touch. You know me. I like my space. I'm not
Yeah,
really.
it's true,
not really like that.
true. Which you're like a lot of men, obviously. Like,
Yeah, I'm just I'm cool off
touch,
that.
yeah.
Quality time. Yeah, I think I would like that. Yeah. I feel like I'm good in a one-on-one situation. You know. Yeah, because a lot of people can't guard me one-on-one.
Guard me,
But,
So that's your second one?
I would say so. And you know, I'll give acts of service 3 then. Fine. I'll give you guys that.
And then I'll ask you this. There's a way that you like to be loved and a way that you like to give it. It may not be the same.
I think words of affirmation is mine giving as well.
It's giving as well,
'Cause
right?
I if there's one thing I can
You
do,
have a way with words, that makes sense.
the gift of gab is what the
The
college
gas
calls
is killing me. What about you?
Are you asking me the first part or the second part?
Both. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go acts of service. Number 1, quality time. I might sound like a dick, but I'm gonna go physical touch.
There's nothing wrong with that. Physical touch, by the way.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like
it can be hand on shoulder, hand on knee,
holding hands,
side to side. Yeah.
Toes
Hugs.
interlocked.
Yeah.
hugs.
Some people don't feel like they don't feel. I come from a big hugging family.
AB loves a hand around the waist.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
loves it. I wouldn't know. It's just I'm
And if
going
you'd
off
like
of
to
this.
see a hand around
Yeah,
his waist,
time
go
out,
to
time
my
out.
TikTok.
Yes.
No, I'm not hearing that. That's a real. Yo, don't make me a
Keep it in.
No.
TikTok, go check it out.
Yo, I didn't even know I sat next to you. You fucking goof.
He mentioned it.
You're a fish too.
I never said that.
I know you're a dietarian.
I never
He said
said
he like a hand on the
nothing.
waist.
A pescatarian if I ever seen one.
I never
Goof.
implied anything involving a woman.
You're gonna talk
or
about
a
me.
man. I never said nothing, bro.
So you grab my waist. You're putting
I
apply
never
that.
said that.
You're a twerk.
I never said that. I never said
fish.
that.
He's a fish.
No, come on. Hey,
Pescatarian.
I love
Bro,
you,
cut
bro.
off all the fish.
I love you, bro.
Are you gonna continue hosting the episode?
No, you go. You have to
I
go.
know, I just said I love
you were
you, bro.
talking.
I
You
love
were
you too.
talking.
I don't remember what I was saying. Thanks for
You're saying like the.
So what's the one that you
You're
like? What's the one that? What's the one?
Huh?
No, shut up.
The 3?
What's the one that you like to show and
You said
demonstrate?
physical touch, and then you were
It's a
talking
bit
about
of a
physical
challenge.
touch. You're talking about physical touch.
It's a bit of a challenge. No, those are the 3. So it's
And then how do you like to love?
because everybody's different, and it's a bit of a challenge to learn how.
No, but there's usually a way that you like to show it.
Well,
Obviously,
what
like
I
Joseph
learned,
too, who-
what I learned was, I like to show it in the way that I like to receive it, but sometimes that person doesn't receive it as love, because.
So is acts of service yours to give as well?
Pardon?
Is acts of service the one that you give?
I,
as well?
I would like to give it because they're near and dear to me, but that doesn't mean they're going to be near and dear to someone that I love. So I have to learn what works for them, and that sort of is like the challenge for me. Like, okay, I have feelings for this person, I love this person. Now let me figure out what works for them. And that's part of the journey too, you know.
Yeah.
So and then it's also crazy what I didn't know about this when I learned about it about a year and a half ago. A good friend of mine was teaching me about it. And she told me, she's like, your love language changes
Yeah, of course.
depending on what you need in
Well, that
that
makes
particular
sense.
time of your life.
Yeah.
And they also say it changes every 6
Whoa.
months, but also for men it changes only depending on what we need at that particular juncture in our life. Crazy, right?
That's interesting.
You receive love differently,
I'd like to take.
which is why being in love is so up and down. Why married people talk about that we've been married 27 years, and it's not always gonna be the same feeling as it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
But the love goes up, it reaches
I like
highs and lows.
that. I like that it changes depending on what you need. I don't think about that. That's true.
What about you, man?
Acts of service.
That's your thing, man. That's your
Yeah,
bag.
acts of service, and then
You look like a toucher. I'm sorry, that came off ridiculous.
Yo,
I
this
am
guy's
so
foaming.
sorry.
yeah, just
You're
I'm
Yo.
so sorry. No, I have to apologize. Before I
hate-
apologize to the other, I'm so sorry. I did not mean it that way.
With this is gonna sound weird. With my family,
You're very
it's
touchy.
physical touch. So I hug all of my family. I hug you guys. You know, I hug my friends. I hug a lot of people. With my significant other, obviously, that's very important. But it's kind of made its way to the top, which used to be last place for me. Quality time. Where I never used to really care about that. But I guess it depends on what you need, and it also depends on who you're with.
So what's the one that you demonstrate best?
Physical touch, like I said, I give a lot of hugs. I like my presence to be felt. Like I always like, I'll grab man's like this. I'll hug man's. Out of love. It was love. It was love. Look, love.
Yeah.
Love.
Hands to yourself.
Love.
So you see, ladies and gentlemen.
Love. No. And acts of service as well.
Okay.
Yeah. But that came from growing up in like, Hoya's tired. She'll step out. She'll go to work. I want her to come back to a nice, clean house.
I love how none of us have gift giving.
Not at all. No.
Or gift receiving or
Man's
anything.
are shaking it, fam.
Wallahi. No foundation.
No. I mean, I'll do it, but...
I got my first birthday gift last year, bro.
I like surprising people, but like it's not the same.
No, I swear, I got my first birthday gift last year. He was there when I got it.
I was there.
I remember I got a shorty a Kindle for her birthday gift.
He was, by the
She
way,
was cheap,
ladies and gentlemen, the boy Nice was rattled. Crazy.
I was what's the word? I was befuddled, for lack of a better term.
Befuddled kills me.
I'd never experienced it, and you know, for that person, thank you. You're not late so much. But that being said, you know what I love more than anything? I would love for y'all to like and subscribe to this because we are Sheeko presents Switching Gears. That's a wrap for us today.
Yes.
Go check us out.
We love
Instagram.
love. We would love if you followed us. We would love if you subscribe. We would love if you
We would love for you
follow.
to comment. We would love for you to do all the stuff. Now,
and
go check
happy
us out.
Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Go check us out on Instagram.
And if you're not
@Switching Gears
celebrating
Pod.
Valentine's Day today with your significant other, and you're celebrating it tomorrow, they're not busy. They don't fuck with you.
They're booked up.
Back.
They're booked up.
I've watched man's order 2 sets of flowers at different shorties on the same website.
And you know what?
Goat.
That's a great place to end it. Listen, y'all we're trying to leave on positivity. Y'all are doing this.
Yo, you
listen,
positively are a side thing.
stop.
That's what it is.
Man, some positive. You're a side thing. Okay, guys.
You're
Go
not a trans lover. You're not a lesbian. Look at this.
So go check us out at Switching Gears Pod on Instagram. Go check us out on Twitter. We're there too. Go follow Sheeko on Instagram.
This guy's eyes are closed.
That's been ATL. Somewhere.
Yeah.
This is AB. I'm Neighborhood Nice. And we'll see y'all next week.
We're
Bye.
comedians, guys.
Wallahi, fucking.
Trans lovers.
Wallahi, fucking.
Brother, that is a crazy statement.
Well, I don't care. Leave it.